Hello everyone, welcome and welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year to every single subscribers of this channel. Thank you very much for supporting, liking, commenting under all my videos. In this one, I'll be showing you step by step how to get this look, how to do a hairstyle like this. Very simple, very simple. Stay tuned. Okay, we are using 5 packs of the Easy Braid 36 inches. Again, 36 inches. I'll make sure I leave information in the description box below. This is the first layer. As you can see, the hairstyle is only 2 layers. That's the first one. When you parting it, make sure you part it close to the person's ear, right above her ears. That's where you do the first layer. And for the second layer, you just part her hair straight in the middle. You have to make sure it's right in the middle of her head. You may have to turn the person around or have them look in the mirror and confirm that it's actually straight in the middle. Okay, we are using 5 packs, and each pack is divided into 8 sections. So each pack, 8 braid for each pack. And every single section of the 8th section, I divided into 7 or 8 small strands to start her fitting braids. Okay, now let's start her fitting braid. I'm gonna start by braiding 6 times. This is the second one, and 1, 2, that's the fourth one, and then I'll do another one, 1 and 2, that's 6 times, and then I start adding. I start with the smallest strand right here. I add it, and then I'll braid 1 and 2, and I add one more strand as soon as I'm done braiding the second time. I'll add the second one right here, and I'll do all the 7 strands like this. See, I braid 1, and then I'll braid again the second time and add the third one. I'll be doing that for all the 7 strands. The reason I'm adding so fast is because the layer in the back is not as long. So if I braid some more and keep adding, I'll run out of space. So that's why I'm adding it that fast. But when I get on top, it'll be totally different. I'll show you the difference. I'll show you that process a second time. We're doing 12 fitting braids in the back, 12 on each side of front. So it's a total of 36 of them. All I'm doing here is just braiding the 36-inch all the way down, and then I make sure I braid the ends very tight. The hair comes already pre-stretched, so I didn't have to do that. So I just braid it all the way down. If I ever get tired, I'll just finish with a twist, and everything is done here. The first one is done. I'll go and show you a second time how I do the back. Okay, we'll start by braiding 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And I'll do a slow-mo here to show you how I add the hair. I add the thinnest layer here, the thinnest strand here, and I braid 1, and then I'll break it a second time. Then I tuck it underneath right here. I'll add the next strand right away, and I'll braid 1 right here, and I'll braid a second time and tuck it underneath. This is the second time. I'll tuck the other strand underneath it, then add the third strand. I'll do that 7 times. Hopefully you get it. Please let me know in the comment section below if you get it, and if you didn't get it, explain why, so I can make a second video. I probably have to do a slow-mo all over, all throughout the process. Let me know. And then this is just a close-up showing you how I tuck the hair underneath, which is very simple. See how I'm holding the hair right here? I'm sorry, the camera was shaking. I'll braid 1, and then I'll braid a second time, 2, then I tuck it underneath, and I add another strand right away. The reason I'm adding it so fast is you see how the length of the first layer, it's not It's not very long, so that's why I'm adding so fast so I can fit the amount of hair that I want to use. Hopefully you get it. If you don't, please let me know, and if it's helpful here too, let me know as well. Now we're gonna go right up front and show you how to do the front. Thank you very much for watching so far. Here I'm just parting the front. Like I said, she's wearing 12 in the back, 12 on each side in the front, so a 36 in total. This is how I'm showing you here how I did the back. I'm doing the front here the same way I did the back, and you'll see a big difference. I don't remember how many times I braided here, probably 6 times. You don't really have to braid it 6 times. You can do 4. But as soon as I finish braiding, I start adding the same way I added in the back, and you'll see a big oh, I'm sorry. You'll see a big difference. I'm gonna add one right away. You'll see how it looks comparing to the 3 that I've done already. Let me fast forward it. Okay, this is the outcome. You see how fast it got big, how fast it got very thick. It's just like the one in the back. I don't have to do that up front because the hair she has up front is way longer. The cornrows will be way longer. I don't have to add that fast. I'll braid 2 more times before I start adding, and I'll show you that right here. I'll braid 6 times, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. Then I start adding the thinnest layer. I add it here, and I braid 2 more times, 1 and 2. I tuck it underneath and braid 2 more times before I add the second one. Now I add the second one. The reason I'm doing that is just the consistency look way better. The fitting braid doesn't look fat very soon. You can see the first 3 how they look and how I did the one that I took out. Let's do it a second time. As you're coming all the way back, you're gonna have to start curving your comb when you're parting. It cannot go just straight back. You have to make some type of curves. Now I'm braiding 6 times. I'm doing a little faster. I add the thinnest layer here, and I braid 2 times, 1 and 2. Add the second one right here, 1 and 2. I'll braid another time, 1 and 2. Then I add the third layer here, 1 and 2. I'll braid again, 1 and 2, and then I add the third or fourth layer. I don't know which one it is now. And that's it for the front. That's how I do the very front. When we're getting close to the back, the corners aren't as long as the one in the front anymore, so we'll have to do them just the way we did them in the back. Otherwise, we won't find enough space to add all the hair that we need to add, and I'll show you what I mean. You see these 2 right here, they are very short. It's not a lot of space to add 7. So I'm gonna start braiding here, 1 and 2, and start adding right away because there is not a lot of space to add 7 strands. So we need to add as soon as we start braiding. See right here, I'm adding the second one right away, and I braid 1, and I braid a second time, tuck it underneath, and add the third one so we can fit 7 strands, because all the braids have to have the same density. They all have to look alike. One cannot be thinner than the other one. So we're adding very fast here comparing to the front. And I'll just braid everything down and do the same process on the other side. Right here, I'm just dipping the hair in hot water just to make the ends softer. I make sure the braids at the end were braided very tight so nothing unravels before I dip in hot water. Then I'll just dip to make it softer. So when it moves, it flows very well and very nicely. We are totally done here. Thank you very much for watching this video. I really appreciate your support. Um, keep sharing, keep commenting, keep liking these videos, and keep telling me whether they are helpful or not. I know you like something when you actually click on the like button, so I really appreciate that when you do that. And please let me know as well in the comment section below what else you are expecting this year, because how they say it, I think I'm getting uh, I don't know what word it is. You know, when you work, you keep working, you keep working, then you get tired. Um, Not drained out, burned out. Yeah, I've been uploading back and forth for the last 3 years, and I'm getting burned out, and I'm not as motivated as I used to be to upload. So you give me ideas in the comment section below so I can just keep uploading, and also like those videos. The more you like, the more I post.